In general, psychologists can be quite introverted, weirdly, since we talk to people all the time, but it's very one on one and it's a very structured environment. And also, for me, selling my time literally by the hour has over the years made me hyper aware of the value of my time and how limited it is because I have a lot on my plate. So when a mutual colleague put a psychologist named Asha in touch with me back in 2021 because the colleague thought that I could be helpful to Asha, who was considering moving to Dubai at the time, I was not necessarily that keen. I knew that I could be helpful to Asha because, especially because I had a kind of unique perspective in that I was living in South Africa. I was physically located in South Africa, but my private practice and my work was 100% in Dubai. So, yeah, I was slightly hesitant, but it is my nature to be helpful, and I decided to have the call. And we got in touch, we had a lovely chat, and I found Asha really easy to talk to. We ended up having quite a few conversations, and I tried to help her as much as I could. But we then lost contact. I didn't hear from her, and I wasn't sure what had happened, but I think I heard from the mutual colleague that she had moved to the UAE. It turned out that she had moved to Abu Dhabi and that it was not necessarily an easy start for her, but this I was to find out later. And at the time, I was going through something hard too, so I wasn't really in a place of reaching out to anybody. I returned to Dubai myself in 2022, and I didn't speak to Asha for quite a long time until she popped up on LinkedIn. And I think I sent her a LinkedIn request, or she sent me one, can't quite remember. And we connected there and stayed loosely in touch on LinkedIn. Through LinkedIn, we got back in touch in 2024 when Asha had some questions about, turned out she had moved to Abu Dhabi and I was in Dubai, and she had some questions about potentially moving to Dubai. And we had a really, really, really nice WhatsApp voice note conversation over a couple of months. Eventually, it culminated in Asha attending my workshop, which I really appreciated. She was super supportive. And yesterday, we met up for the first time in person. And it was a lovely conversation. I left feeling energized, happy, excited, and with that sense of having met someone who potentially I might really like to collaborate with. But even if I don't collaborate with her professionally, I feel like our relationship is a valuable relationship that will be a resource for both of us, and meeting in person has really deepened it. And I guess it made me realize how putting myself out there and being generous with my time all the way back in 2021 planted a little seed which didn't show massive signs of growth for quite a few years because we only met up in 2025, but that now shows signs of sprouting into something really lovely. And I'm very happy that I made that call all the way back in 2021. And I guess it's a lesson to me. Just put yourself out there, Karen. Just talk to whoever. Be generous with your time. Sometimes it will result in something and sometimes it won't. But either way, it's never a bad idea to be generous.